2008 when, in addition to marketing that I was doing for VH1, my CEO called me in and said, look, there's an opportunity. Do something that you've never thought of doing before, which is also handling content along with marketing, content and creative, and look at the business side of the channel. So I was given P&L responsibility as well and inducted into the leadership team. That was when I was 28 years old. So that to me was a big break, and never looked back since then. When we were launching Comedy Central, when we were planning to launch Comedy Central in India, it was an uphill task because you were up against players who'd been here for 10 and 15 years, and you had to create differentiation, you had to get great content, you had to create a brand. You didn't have very large budgets, actually you had very small budgets. And that was to me a huge challenge. And then from there to be able to create a very well differentiated brand which stands out among the top 2 international English entertainment channels. When I look back, it was a really, really tough challenge that we sailed through, thankfully.
Anything in particular you looked at? Anything particular which you did to go through the challenge? Was there any particular...
To be honest, there was a lot of planning, but then there's only that much science that you can put into creating a brand. Right. Some things come off with no planning. Some things don't come off with a huge amount of planning. So as far as we're concerned, we did our right amounts of planning, but we also, there were a lot of insights that we used, and we realized how to tickle the consumer and so on and so forth. So in hindsight, we just took a lot of right calls. I think the timing was right, and we put our bit of science into it, and that made all the difference.